There are 5 reasons why English is so hard. 5 reasons why when you speak in English, you get nervous. 5 reasons why you can't seem to think in English and speak like a native English speaker. But today, I'm going to give you the solutions. I'm Teacher Tiffany. Let's jump right in. Reason number 1. It requires lots of speaking practice. But the problem is, you have no one to practice with. Now, very quickly, you'll notice that my voice is kind of gone. Actually, I was sick all last week, and I debated about recording this video. And then I thought about you. I knew that you would need this video. So I apologize for my voice, but I definitely wanted to record this video just for you. So let's keep going. Now, you have no one to practice with, and that's a big issue. I've had a lot of students who have spoken to me throughout the past few months and have sent me messages saying, "Teacher, I really want to speak English like a native English speaker, but I have no one to speak with. I don't have a partner. I don't have a way to practice my English." And I know this is probably the same thing you are experiencing. But don't worry, I have a solution for you. So here's what you need to do. First, start conversations online. Visit blogs, Instagram accounts, Facebook groups, YouTube channels, and other English sites. Then start commenting and sending messages. This happened last week. One of my students, who is also a member of my academy, actually had a conversation with one of my friends. That's right. He is one of my Instagram students as well, and my friend follows me on Instagram. My friend is an American. They were talking via Instagram to each other without me. You see, all you have to do is, I know you feel shy and I know you may be nervous, but the internet opens up so many doors. So people that you follow on Instagram, people that you follow in Facebook groups, go to those pages, go to those groups and just start commenting. And then if you see someone you want to talk to, send them a message. The worst that can happen is they don't respond. But just like my friend, she started a conversation with my student, and that can happen to you. So again, going back to my screen, start conversations online. Don't be shy. You can do it. Next, practice with other English learners. Find other English learners in the comment sections of posts, in Facebook groups, in YouTube comments, or other places. Message them and start practicing together. Now, I'm going to take a second, guys. You're going to see me do this a lot during this video. I need to drink some water. Thank you for understanding. All right, so again, this video alone, when I upload this video and as soon as I post it, many of you start commenting in the comment section. And I've noticed that some of you have said, "Hey, I'm looking for a partner. Anybody want to talk to me on WhatsApp?" That's amazing. I want you to do that because you guys are all learning. Practice together. When I was studying Korean, I was in a class with other students studying Korean, and we practiced together. Don't worry about being alone or being the only one in your country or in your environment. You can access the internet. In the comment section, again, type, "Hey, anybody want to practice with me?" And I guarantee someone will respond. Okay? All right. Now let's move on to the next reason. Here we go. The second reason is you must use real life English. Now, the main problem is book English is different. Now, many of you have also told me this. I've talked to some of you, and again, those of you that are in my academy, and some of you have had conversations with me via Zoom and a video chat, and you told me, "Teacher, I love your classes, but I realized that what I learned in class in my own country was different from the way that you speak." You see, they realized that, wait a minute, book English is not the same as spoken English. Now, I want to clarify. Book English is very important because you need to learn the grammar. But do you remember that video a few weeks back where I taught you stop saying "I'm fine, thank you," and "you"? If you haven't seen it, click the link. It popped on the screen right now. You see, in English, while I'm fine, thank you, and you, we say that, honestly, I don't say that often. But students learn that in books. So every English student I've had in the past when I was in Korea said, I'm fine, thank you, and you? How are you? I'm fine, thank you, and you? And students started to sound like robots. Well, real life English is different, and that's the problem you experience. You feel frustrated. You've studied, but then when you go to speak, you don't sound like a native English speaker. Don't worry, I have the solution, okay? So here's the solution. First, watch programs and write expressions. What you're going to do is watch various television or online English programs. As you watch them, write down the new English expressions you hear in a notebook. Now, I want to show this to you. So, for example, this is one of my favorite notebooks. You can see it's very small. But in this notebook, I can write down notes. You need to get your own notebook. When you watch this videos that I produce where I'm teaching you guys English, during the time while I'm teaching you, I use a lot of natural expressions because I'm American and my first language is English. So if you hear something, hey, Teacher Tiffani said that, but I didn't learn that, write it down. Find out what it means. You can ask me in the comment sections and then practice. So again, you want to start speaking like a native American, like an English speaker, a native English speaker. Write down the things that we say. Or if you're following me on my Instagram. Now, some of you don't know that I have an Instagram. Let me show it to you guys on the screen. Here we go. You can follow me on Instagram. And every day I post 2 lessons. So Sunday to Friday, I post 2 lessons. I teach slang and I teach English vocabulary. Well, a lot of the slang, a lot of the students that are already following me are learning very useful English slang terms. So they're starting to sound more like a native English speaker. And it's so funny because I've actually sent my friends messages because the students that are following me on Instagram have started to sound so natural that it blows my mind. I send the messages to my friends like, hey, look at what my students said. It sounds so natural. So again, write down the expressions that you hear or that you see us use from different videos, okay? Now, the next solution, here we go. Let me take this off the screen for you guys. The next solution to this issue or this problem is study body language and take notes. So while watching television or online English programs, study the body language of the people speaking English. The facial expressions, the hand gestures, etc. So once again, you are watching me. Once again, I need to get some water, guys. You can kind of hear my voice. Hold on one second. My voice sounds a little bit raspy, again, because I was sick last week. So we say raspy. The way my voice sounds right now, we say raspy in English, okay? All right, so again, the solution, I said, body language. As I'm talking to you, you see that I'm using my hands, I'm doing this a lot, and I naturally speak with my hands a lot. But again, this is a part of expressing yourself in English. You can start to mimic me. You can start to copy what I'm doing. So for example, you can say, when Teacher Tiffani talks about herself, she normally points to herself. So again, these little things will actually help your English improve and help you have more confidence when you speak in English, okay? All right, now let's see the next reason why English is so hard. Number 3, you have to organize your thoughts. But the problem is you keep thinking in your language. Now, man, so many of you have messaged me about this issue. Teacher, I want to speak English, but every time I go to speak English, I only think in my mother tongue. I only think in my native language. So let's say, for example, you are from Brazil, or you're from China, or you're from Korea. When you go to speak in English, hold on, excuse me, you start thinking in Chinese, or you start thinking in Korean, or you start thinking in Portuguese, and that stresses you out. I get it. I totally understand. When I was learning Korean, it was difficult because I also was thinking in English. But then I had these solutions. So here are the solutions. First, practice using the 5 W's method. What you're going to do is find images and create stories about them. You can do this by using the 5 W's method. Who, what, when, where, and why. Now, if you've been following me for a long time, you already know this method. But again, if you don't, you can just watch the video. The link is up in the top, okay? So what you're going to do is, what's happening, the reason why you're having a hard time thinking in English is because your brain has never been given the opportunity to build that muscle, right? So what you're going to do is go online, find images. Let's see, for example, I'm going to find an image really quickly right now and show you exactly how you can do this. So let's say I go on Google really quickly, and let's say I want to find a picture of a puppy. I don't know if you guys like puppies or not, but puppies are really cute, right? So I have my image, and this is the image I found. Oh, I got a new phone, guys. All right, this is the puppy. Very cute puppy, right? Okay, but I need to find out whose dog this is. What is the dog doing? When was this picture taken? Where was it taken? And why was it taken? Again, looking at that picture, very cute, but I'm trying to think in English. And that's what you're going to do. Find images and try to creatively think about the picture. Make a story about the picture, okay? All right, now the second thing you can do is using the number 3. Practice using 3s. 3 is a good number to remember as you practice how to think in English. You can find questions and answer them by giving 3 reasons, 3 examples, or 3 details. When I say this right here is going to help you so much, the 5 W's that's my favorite method. But the number 3 is my second favorite method because it will help you in so many ways. Let's say, for example, someone asks you, hey, what's your favorite food? And you say, oh, my favorite food is pizza. Well, they're going to look at you because they want more information. 3 reasons. You see the number 3 came up, right? Or 3 details. Tell me the type of pizza. Do you like cheese pizza only? Or do you like vegetable pizza? Or do you like potatoes on your pizza? When I was in Korea, they had sweet potatoes on their pizza. It was delicious. I never had that before because in America, we don't put sweet potatoes on pizzas. Woo-wee! But in Korea, they do. And man, is it delicious. But again, you see, I used the number 3 to give you 3 details, right? Or to give you 3 different examples or types of pizzas, okay? All right, so now let's move on to the next reason why English is so hard. Here we go. Reason number 4. You have to use a lot of vocabulary. Now, this is a problem because you don't know enough vocabulary. Hey, I get it. I totally understand. Again, when I was studying Korean, I would have to get up at 4 in the morning trying to learn hundreds of vocabulary words before our exams because you need vocabulary in order to express yourself. So I get it. So what's the solution? I got you. Don't even worry. Okay, so here's the solution. Commit to learning 5, 10, or 15 words a day. So you're going to choose 5, 10, or 15 English vocabulary words to learn each day. Now, here's the key. I want you to pay attention. There's a reason why I said 5, 10, or 15. Because you may be too busy to learn 15 words a day. But you may have time to learn 5. Just 5. And again, you have your notebook, right? 5 words. Maybe a word you heard during this class or a word that you learned from my Instagram page. It's up to you, right? But maybe you have extra time. You can choose 15 words. Well, what you're going to do is in the morning, here we go. In the morning, you're going to first write the word in your notebook. Write all of the words in your notebook. Then throughout the day, use each one at least once. And in the evening, you're going to review them again. Now, don't worry. All of these solutions are in the PDF. Again, the free PDF. So click the link in the description if you want to get your free PDF. So don't worry. You can still follow along with this lesson, okay? Now, again, in the morning, first, you're going to write the words in your notebook. Then throughout the day, I want you to try to use the words, okay? Figure out ways to use the words. Again, this is going to help you to think in English as well. And then in the evening, come back and you're going to review what you wrote down. All right? Okay, now let's move on to number 5. Here we go. Need to speak with confidence in English, but you feel nervous and shy. It's true. English is hard. And when you get in front of someone and you have to speak in English and all you're thinking about is the mistakes that you're going to make, the fact that your grammar may not be perfect, you may start to shake and the words suddenly don't come out. I get it. I understand. I was the same and I still experience it sometimes when I speak in Korean. I totally understand. But I have some solutions for you, so don't worry. All right, so here's the first solution. Record yourself speaking in English. Pick a topic and then video or record yourself speaking about it for at least 1 minute. The first time will be difficult, but keep trying. That's right. Take your phone, take your camera, and I want you to hold it up and record yourself speaking in English. Now, you may feel weird at first because you're talking to yourself. But there's something that happens when you record yourself and then you watch it back. It will help you to stop feeling so nervous. But the next solution is also key. You see, after you record yourself, you then need to show the video to 2 people. What? That's right. You need to show the video to 2 people. Now, you feel nervous because you don't want to make mistakes in front of other people. But your confidence will grow as you show your video clips to more and more people. It's so true. Students that are in my course, the Speak Like a Native English Speaker course, have to upload videos each week or every 2 weeks, but they have the opportunity every week to upload their video. In the very beginning, many of them said they were super nervous, but now they're more comfortable because other people are looking at them and they say, hey, it is what it is. If you don't know that one, check out my Instagram page. I taught that slang term. It is what it is just means, hey, it's a fact. I can't change it. So upload it. Once it's uploaded, you can't change anything. But they start to get more confident as the weeks go on. Okay? So again, record yourself and upload your videos either to a group or you can show them to your friends. Okay? Now remember to speak English, but also remember to watch the next video lesson. I'll see you next week. You still there? It's story time. All right. So, you know that this past week was Christmas, and I want to tell you this really quickly. My dad, growing up, would always kind of give us whatever we asked for. So my mom would also give us whatever we asked for, but my sister and I, so just my sister and I in our house growing up, and I remember one time I wanted this CD. You guys may know Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey, I love her music. I can't sing for you guys today because my voice is kind of gone, but I'll do it for you guys next time. And Mariah Carey had a song, and to this day, I love the song. And All I Want for Christmas was the song, and I know you guys know that song. So anyways, I wanted the CD, and I asked my mom, but she said, no, you can't have that CD. So I left it alone. But I knew that my dad would get it for me. So without my mom knowing, I went up to my dad and said, Daddy, you know, there's something I really, really want. He said, what do you want, baby girl? So my dad calls me baby girl. I'm the youngest in my family. He said, baby girl, what do you want? I said, well, there's this CD by Mariah Carey. I really like her music, but I don't know if I can have it for Christmas or not, but I really would like that CD. He said, oh, okay. I said it one time. Now, I know that I'm my dad's weakness. Well, actually, both my sister and I. My dad he's a very loving man, and he really took care of us really well. And again, we're his daughters, so daddy's girls. So anyways, Christmas Day comes, and we're all opening our gifts and everything, and there's one more gift under the tree. My mom looks at my dad like, did you get that? What? It was for me, so I got the gift. And again, it was the size of a CD. Now, for those that are too young, I know you've seen a CD before, but when I was younger, they had CDs. So I unwrapped the CD, and ooh, week. It was Mariah Carey's CD, and I was so happy. I ran and gave my dad a hug. I was so happy because I love Mariah Carey. But my mom's face, really? My dad's name is EJ. Really, EJ? Really? And we got a good laugh out of it, but that's kind of how I used to do when I was younger. You know, if one parent said no, you just kind of go to the one that would say yes. But anyways, my mom laughed about it after a while, and then I started singing the songs for them. So let me know about your Christmas memories. I hope you enjoyed this story, and I'll talk to you next week.